Mike, I think this is the right one. I'm back. Sorry, I really hate that I can't just like update Twitch with something similar, but not limited to a status. Where I have not had an internet connection in my space for about a week now, and now I do, which is why I haven't streamed. I feel so bad. I don't feel that bad, but I think my last stream I had said, "Oh, I'll be back tonight with more," and that's kind of when it all happened. You know, we got pretty sick of our internet provider and decided to drop them midweek. So it just took the past week to kind of get the new one going. So I'm sorry I haven't been here. I didn't have internet and I had no way to tell you guys that. So, sorry. And I missed you. And I'm here now. And I think that's what should really matter. You know? I don't know. I might do some tarot. I think it was 111 and one person watching when I said I might do tarot. So sounds like we will be doing tarot tonight. Gonna chill for a minute. I feel like there's so much to catch up on, but right now I can't think of any of it. So good thing I'm having issues already. No, it's probably fine. I am going to run some ads and I will be right back. And we can start catching up. So I'm back. Came back for you, baby. I'm back for you. Okay, I'll be right back though, ironically enough. Okay, so I'm here. I'm back. I'm not in full swing. I haven't streamed in a week. I'm like, yeah. So we missed Janice's birthday. That was like the big thing. We have the annual birthday seance with Janice Joplin and all her friends. But we mutually, I didn't have it, that we would kind of make up for it in a different way. Want to say Friday. I guess it's like, it probably is pretty obvious what we would do. Yeah, Friday, this Friday, birthday part 2. But I guess it'll be revealed night of, I think, rather than hyping people up. I should have internet connection now that we just have a new provider. Because, I have been bitching about how, like, it just wasn't staying connected at times, and, it wasn't great. So I'm, like, glad that we made the switch. But 6 days without internet was really interesting because I honestly did stay super busy. And even though I was frustrated that I couldn't stream, I couldn't work, I'm adding some new features to my website right now. That might technically be up, but you'll only be able to see it if you're a member. So you can go over to my website, www.ellymilly.com, and you can join, with my approval, of course, my website as a member for free. And you can check out all the free content I have, and once you become a member, you will be able to see some of the content that I have featured for members, or rather, the features featured. That's not really content, so. I've only done a few things for it, so I haven't done a full launch yet. You'd be on the inside by signing up now before it goes live, right? So, yeah, without internet, I was unable to progress on some of the things I was working on. But it gave me time to catch up on all of my hobbies and literally do whatever I wanted for once, or like just for the first time in a long time, probably should say. Such as painting. I was trying to read, but I kind of was thinking I'd start reading on stream, maybe, and that would fill my requirement of reading books again, as I was once an avid reader when I was young, and the head injuries just kind of, what do you want? I get it, but if you can't even say anything, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Is it whoever just walked in? My ear went off so hard, and then I had a second viewer. So if that's you, what do you want? I hear you, but I don't hear you. You want to hear what I wrote last night? Is that what you're asking? How'd you even know about that? You were watching my story? Who is it? Don't care. Don't answer that. I hate that shit. People really think they can keep things from me. It's so funny because it's like, even if I don't really know, I always know. Spirit will always find a way to deliver. Spirit will always give me the divine timing I need to be anywhere and be anything I need to be in any given moment. And I trust that. I trust that on God. On the God that I've seen, right? Not your God with the white beard, white man energy, okay? My God. Which looks more like a neon space monster, to be honest. So, y'all want to see what I've been working on or not? Oh, you can see it in the frame. I love this. I love the wide frame for the chat. I will be probably getting to some tarot cards because it feels like I should. It's been a while. But we're not there yet. I haven't streamed, so it's just one of those things. Like, let me warm up a bit. Let me brag for a second. No, I started this mini painting. And I didn't have internet, mind you. And I was like, okay, my inspiration for this painting was the fact that I've been on a Kate Bush kick, but the song, I don't speak French, okay? How would you say language in French? Langue d'amour. Langue d'amour. That sounds so like Spanish or Italian when I say it. Somehow I can't. I'm French, a little bit French at least, but I don't speak French. So I'm on a Kate Bush kick. I was listening to this French-titled Laurie Anderson song, so my inspiration was the combination of the two, as though Kate Bush did that song originally. So I wanted to pick a French phrase, but I didn't have internet, so I couldn't like look one up because once again I don't speak French. So I just wanted to say la vie. Doesn't that mean like see you later or something? But it's still in progress. Definitely still in progress. Still working on this one. And then I went through this old sketchbook. So funny. I went through this like sketchbook. It's multimedia paper, so it's like meant for any kind of medium. And I was like fresh out of the hospital with a fucking pretty bad injuries all up and down my body, but specifically pretty bad to the head, right? So I had like 35 plus staples across that bitch. And I had this sketchbook, and I was just writing notes in it. And I was like, why the fuck would I waste this really nice perforated paper that I could easily tear out and have like a piece of art with on fucking notes? So I, and shitty paintings, because once again, just like not all there at the time. So none of the drawings were really that good. So I started revamping them to make them better, because I'm realizing that I do like my style art. I do have a lot of talent in that area, and I do need to stop telling people / pretending that I don't, because I bet it would really be insulting to anyone who like truly doesn't. That being said, oopsies, I forgot to put my laptop in. I knew it was gonna die soon. Didn't think it'd be this soon. So let me just roll 60 seconds. I know we just did 3 minutes, but hey, y'all being quiet anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening, whoever it is. So I'll be right back again. Come on. There we go. So anyway, didn't have internet. So much fun. I always felt like, not always, but lately, painting has not been a priority because I don't know, working for yourself, my schedule's like twice as packed as it ever was working for anyone else. So I'm like, you know what, if honestly at the end of the day, if it's not going to make me money, I got to just not do it, right? So I let a lot of my hobbies go to the wayside, including painting, because I do feel like nobody's ever really bought my paintings. I shouldn't say nobody. Very few people bought a few of my paintings over the years. And now I'm not really sure I'd ever part with most of my originals, because there is such an essence of yourself. I don't know if that's too picture of Dorian Gray, and I don't really want to go down that road as well in this portion of the conversation. Brought it up specifically to say that being unable to do half the work I do gave me the opportunity to paint, and it made me realize I was a lot better at it. And I don't think that you should only do hobbies that you can monetize. I truly think that having hobbies non-monetized is actually just as important as being able to generate secondary income for yourself. But time and place, right? It's just like, if I have time for a hobby, painting's going to be up there. If I don't have time for a hobby, then it's not going to get done at all. But this was like a drawing that I fucked up because I didn't like the way it looked, so I just added water splashes. It's not done yet. and I added words. This is seeing the world as it is means never going back to your world as it was. It's gonna be good. Some third eye shit. I was like real fucked up after that accident. I'm also working on this painting. It has so many layers already. It's nuts. But I asked for inspiration, and my partner was like, "Oh, sexy goth chick or something." That's not what he said, but that's what I got out of it. He said hotshot goth. And all I heard was hot, sexy goth. But I wanted like a Nico style goth. And then I realized like it's pretty much just me, but that's okay. What else am I supposed to paint? I know my likeness better than any other likeness, or anyone knows my likeness, right? Except for so many fucking weirdos who have not stopped staring at me for God knows how long, right? Just kidding, I guess, if I have to keep saying that I'm kidding, even though it's facts. On the back, math. I was like super into doing algebra at this time. Recovering from a head injury, I felt like that was very important. It was never really on my list of things to do. Again, one of the many hobbies I have that I like can't just do. I don't really have time to sit and do algebra, but it is one of my favorite fucking hobbies to just do some math, but not in a Sudoku way. I don't really like math puzzles. I prefer to do a word puzzle, but goddamn do I fucking love me some fucking algebra. So I wasn't in school. I was just practicing, even though I wasn't that good at it when I was in school. This is more algebra, but it kind of looks like a monster. I drew some weird stuff, and now I'm painting over it. You can kind of see like monster eating a building or something, but up close, it's just more math. More math and words. This was like a lyric page that had a whole ass pencil drawing that I completely erased with paint. Also not done. Probably going to repaint the image on top of it. Yeah, this one, super cool. I was using like watercolor, I don't know, when watercolor comes in like the same form as acrylic paint, so that. But then also watercolor pencils. I did most of this with watercolor pencil, I would say. But this I used both, and the difference in the two, insane, dude. This is all watercolor. So like this was the acrylic style. I want to say it's a gouache, but it might not be. I don't know. A gouache. I don't remember. I thought someone said gouache and they actually just said a wash, but I don't know. So this was like the one type, and this was the colored pencil, right? So I just thought that was really fucking cool. Again, a really shitty pencil drawing I did. Probably turned this one into a collage about aliens. Sounds good. Another lyric page. Once again, this paper was too nice to just let it go. There's more math on the back. I wasn't kidding. I used to do I would just every day for like hours just do. You can see how my handwriting is for no reason. Like, how? Do you see? These are my baby fingers, and that's my number writing. It's my math teachers used to get so fucking pissed at me and would mark me down because they're like, I guess I believe you got all the right answers, but I can't fucking read it. Hello. Listen, my internet's been out for a week. We switched providers, and like, it just took longer to set the new one up after you know what I'm saying? So there was no way for me to tell you guys what happened. I was like, I'll be back tonight, and then that night I came home, and nice. My roommates were like, okay, we don't have internet. It'll be a couple days, and then the weekend happened. They're like, I guess it'll just be next week. No one's fault, you know. But I'm glad to be back on. That's why I've been gone. So I'm showing everybody what I did while I was gone, which was a bunch of painting. So hello. I don't know what you mean by used to be a math dude. I used to not be a math person, and now I more am. As I was saying, I wasn't good in high school, and I don't take many math college courses, but sometimes I like to just do it for fun. I have a lot of fun. No. Did it change since you've been on here? No one has talked to me this whole time I've been streaming, even though they've been watching. So if this is a thing that's been happening, why didn't anyone say anything? Oh, cool. Like me. I love that. Did I forget to mute something? Possibility. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I had a head injury, so I would just do math about it. That's what I was saying. It's like I revamped some drawings from this time where I like was freshly out of the hospital. This was like the notes that I took from my novel on this, like, once again, really nice sketch paper, and then lyrics on the back. This will end up probably being more lyrics or poetry written on here or something like that, but I want to fix it up more because this one's like very, like, not a good color scheme, don't like it. This one, not quite to its final stages, but this is more of a finished product, where this is once again another lyric page that I totally wasted. And then I did the watercolors over it, and then after the watercolors dried, I wrote a poem to go on top of it. So this is typically the goal or the outcome when I do watercolors, is to make paper out of it, basically, or revamped paper. It'd be really cool if I could make paper. And I remember watching, like, I don't remember if it was, honestly, I want to say Teletubbies, because they did the cutaway sections during the show, but I remember watching someone make paper as a kid and going through and making the pulp and everything. It's just crazy to watch. What kind of math was your degree? I love that. That's so wholesome and cute. I really love that. I think that's so precious. Probably very real, though. Like, very real. So I guess I'll read you a poem if you want. Since I don't really know, I impromptu wrote this one just because I was like, I want this to be a poem, so I wrote a poem. Oh, and then I transcribed the 4 songs that I painted over, and then I wrote 5 off the dome verses of songs that don't exist, because I'm in my hip-hop era once more. The lack of Wi-Fi had me, like, back on my 90s music kick, and of course, like, I covered an album that came out in 1992, but then I was listening to Wu-Tang, because I was limited to my offline playlist, and 36 Chambers is on my offline playlist, and I was like, yo, when is Wu-Tang from? Was it the late 80s, or was it the early 90s? Turns out 1992, couldn't think of anything more perfect, especially as we wrap up. You should make me a hip-hop beat. If you're serious, I have no way, like, I have nothing to pay you, but if I like it, I'll give you a tarot reading privately. You can email me. It's on my website. If you go to my website, you find all my contact information. I am at the point where I thought it would be a lot easier for me to make original songs by going the route of hip-hop rather than trying to make original rock songs and in the same style that I've been making music, because it's a lot easier and even part of the genre to make a beat with sounds, but it's not really a part of rock. So as much as I can, like, hear an instrumental piece and I can mimic it with my voice, it's very hard to come up with original instrumentation with my voice. It's like the bridge I'm trying to cross. But, like, I don't want to just be putting out only covers, especially when nobody really likes them. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, so let me do a few things. I'm just gonna honestly run an ad while I figure that out. I thought muting it helped. I don't know what you mean by turning myself down. I'm on mute, so, and my mic is turned down too. No, maybe it's not. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Alright, so if you happen to be my subscriber, you don't have to watch the ads, but I can't test my mic unless, of course, it's unmuted. So while I like to keep my microphone muted during ads, I need it. Sound check. Hello? Oh, this is on mute. Oh no! It's doing it. Fuck. 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 Woo! See, sometimes it does it, and sometimes it doesn't. Oh no, this is exactly how it started last time. And then it became insufferable, impossible. Fuck.